guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a Q&A. I feel like this is just so long overdue. Honestly, I haven't done one on my channel in a while, and you guys asked me a lot of questions in the comments of my videos as well as just within my DMs on Instagram, so I figured it was about time to do a Q&A, and we're mainly going to talk about YouTube stuff, but also personal stuff like my plan with my brand, and there's a lot of really good questions that I ended up getting from you guys. So to make sure that I'm not talking for just an hour straight answering all of your questions, I did go through the questions already. I took a look at the ones that had a lot of thumbs up, and I figured you guys were interested in those, as well as what questions kept getting asked over and over again, and then other questions I was just really interested in answering. So I organized what questions I am going to be covering within this video. I am especially going to be talking about COPPA, the C-O-P-P-A. You guys know the updates coming to YouTube because you guys had a ton of questions about that, and I'm not planning on uploading a whole YouTube video about it. So we're gonna talk about that in this video as well, and then I'm gonna do a rapid fire question round at the end. So if you guys are ready to get started, I'm really going to try not to ramble on for too long, and I tried to prep ahead of time so that that didn't happen. But the very first question I got, I honestly thought that this was such a good question, and I even shared it with Alex last night, but it says, I've seen a lot of comments about your appearance, mostly men saying you look lovely or something. I believe that the comments are meant well, but how does it make you feel that everyone has or says their opinion about your appearance? I mean, isn't it a bit uncomfortable? Okay, so yes, obviously I'm a female putting out videos online and putting pictures of myself out there online, and none of them are inappropriate. Like, you guys know, like, this is the way I'm dressed. I'm not very revealing in any sense, but I do, of course, get comments, especially from men, that some of them are inappropriate and other ones are just really nice. Like, I get some people that say, I really like your eyes, or your eyes are beautiful, or whatever it is. Like, some of them are nice, and I just say thank you, like, I appreciate it, it's very kind, and then there are other ones that are a little bit creepy. So when it gets to the creepy side of things, I try to ignore it, or I'll delete the comment, or if it gets really inappropriate, I will block people from my YouTube channel. I'm not afraid of doing that. But in terms of putting myself out there online, I have to realize that people are, of course, going to judge me. They're going to judge my appearance, and when they're just trying to be nice and say that I'm beautiful, I look good, like, I appreciate that, and I can see that they're just coming from a nice space. But definitely there are times where it is a little bit uncomfortable. And then the next question that I saved has to do with that, and it says, do you think having your makeup and hair done in videos makes a difference in audience retention? And I wouldn't really say an audience retention, but you guys probably notice in every one of my videos, my hair is done. I do have very minimal makeup on, but I do that for a reason. YouTube is a visual platform, and if I am going to put myself out there, I want to put my best self out there, and it's not like I'm trying to change myself or be someone else. I just feel most confident when my hair and makeup is done. Like, you guys will see me on my Instagram stories when my hair is up, when my makeup isn't done, and that's totally okay because that content kind of comes and goes. But in terms of my YouTube videos, obviously I want to put my best self out there for you guys, so it is something that I take into consideration when I am filming my YouTube videos. But I wouldn't really say it helps with audience retention rate, but I do think that your appearance does matter on YouTube. I mean, it's a visual platform. Do you ever feel super passionate about a video idea, film it, edit it, and then it doesn't turn out how you want? What do you do? So, yes, honestly, this has happened several times for me, and I come up with video ideas in a few different ways, and I'm actually thinking about doing a video on that soon, so if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below. But I typically come up with my video ideas based off of the questions that you guys have, the comments that you leave on my videos, as well as just video ideas that I have, or if I perform keyword research and I think something's a good video idea. But I have definitely had times where I'm like, this is a really great video idea, and normally the problem arises when I'm actually filming the video and I start second guessing myself, and I'm like, I don't have anything valuable to say. I feel like this isn't going to be a high quality video, or I could really create this in a 3-minute video, and I'm not going to upload a 3-minute video to my YouTube channel. So I get a lot of the self-doubt when it comes to actually filming my videos, and I will re-record certain scenes over and over again until I get it right. Like, I want my videos to be as good as possible, and every single video I create, I want it to be better than the last video that I shot. So sometimes when I have a really good idea and I don't think it's going to be an amazing video, of course I get myself down. So in that situation, typically if it is a video that I know my audience is looking forward to, or I know my audience is still going to like the video, I just push through and I launch the video anyways. And this actually happened in one of my most recent YouTube videos where I was talking about how you can be unique and stand out on YouTube. I really doubted myself with that video, and honestly I got through the whole entire editing process and I was like, is this even a good video to upload to my channel? Like, is anyone actually actually going to get anything out of this. And then you guys ended up actually loving it. So sometimes I think you have to cut through the negative talk in your head. I have got a lot of that self-sabotage within myself, but you have to cut through that and realize putting that content out there is actually going to be better than you think it is in your mind. If that makes any sense, I hope that did. The next question, what did you do prior to this? What have ex-work colleagues said about your business/channel? So I graduated college and I immediately got started with a startup company. So I was actually the second employee at that company. I was working with the founder of that company, and it was a digital marketing firm. So what we did, I was actually a digital marketing consultant at the beginning, and then I ended up turning into their content manager, really. So I managed the content for a couple of different companies, and I wrote blog posts and did social media posts and all of that stuff. So I got my start there, and that's really kind of what sparked my interest in actually working for myself, because I saw my boss built this company for himself and I wanted to do something similar. So really my ex-colleagues, there's only one of them, and he was so incredibly proud of me when I started this business, and I really still think, or I still hope that he is proud of me in this sense. You know, I've really created something for myself at this point, and I don't know, I feel like I answered that in a terrible way, but my job prior to this was working in a digital marketing firm, startup company. But the next question is kind of in relation to that, because I got a lot of people saying if I was ashamed or embarrassed to tell people what I do. And this specific question says, when you started with your channel and had only a few subscribers, were you ashamed of what people would think? How did you deal with the opinions of others, friends and family regarding YouTube? So I actually got started with my blog first, and a lot of you guys already know that. I started my blog in, what year was that? 2016. I started my YouTube channel in 2017. And when I first created my blog, I told no one. I didn't even tell Alex, my boyfriend, or my fiance now, but I didn't tell anyone. Like, I didn't tell my sister, I didn't tell my mom, I told no one. And my sister ended up finding out because I changed my Pinterest account into a business Pinterest account, and then it linked to my website, and she found out that way because I was embarrassed. You know, putting yourself out there and wanting to like take a lot of photos of yourself and be your own brand, it takes a lot of guts. And when you care so much about the opinions of others, like I care so much about the opinion from my sister, like I didn't want her reaction or maybe negative opinion, and she never had a negative opinion towards it, but that was in my head. If she had a negative opinion, I didn't want that to push me away from doing something that I know I would truly honestly love. So I didn't tell anyone. And then when I started to tell people, it's kind of difficult just because, especially at that point in time, blogging and being an influencer wasn't new, but it wasn't as established as it is today in 2019, almost 2020. Like, it is so known that there are influencers out there, that there's YouTubers out there. But back like 3 years ago, it wasn't as common, I feel like. So my mother had no idea what I did. Like, my uncle wanted to learn so much about what I was doing, and he was so proud of me for creating a business, but I didn't understand how to explain to him what I was doing. So it was very difficult to say, no, like, I'm not creating a service-based business. I want to get paid to create content online. And I think that was my biggest struggle, was actually explaining to people what I was doing and what I wanted to do. And then I think the thing that like kind of got me past that was them actually seeing my work. So like, my mom ended up getting an Instagram account, and now she sees my work on Instagram, and she knows that I have a blog. She knows that I have a YouTube channel. I mean, my dad is subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this, Dad, hey, hi, what's up? I am actually going to film a IGTV video on this because I feel like I've got a lot of tips to share in terms of how you can become a bit more confident and talk about what you do, because for a while I just told people that I worked in the digital marketing industry and I didn't explain what I did. Now I'm definitely more comfortable saying I am a content creator. You know, I've got a YouTube channel, a blog, I'm a business owner. Like, it's a little bit easier, and I also think that comes with time. So I am planning on filming an IGTV on that topic to share some tips with you guys, so make sure you guys follow me on Instagram so you don't miss that. Why did you keep going when growth was slow or non-existent? And I actually got so many of these questions, like how to stay motivated when you're not growing, or why did you keep going? Because honestly, it took me 2 years. Like, I've been on 2 years to now see this growth with my YouTube channel, and some people see it a lot faster than I did. And for me, it all came down to my mission and my purpose. And actually, there's another question that I think I'm going to incorporate right now that said, when you started your channel, did you think that you were going to inspire and motivate thousands of people? And honestly, yes. When I started my brand, I knew what it could be from the very beginning, and I think that was so Fancy's right here. She's scratching her head. I think that was so important to the success of my brand. You know, I knew that I could impact thousands of people. Like, I knew that I could reach millions, and I honestly believed in myself, and I still believe in myself that my YouTube channel is just going to blow up. It's going to explode, and I know that I can impact so many people's lives. And I think having that core belief from the very beginning is what was able to push me forward. You know, I believed so much in my mission and how I could be a positive influence for so many people. And I think one of the reasons for that is because I myself needed a person like myself a couple of years ago. You know, I started my brand because I was so unhappy. I didn't think that I could honestly follow a passion of mine and create a business out of it. I was kind of taught to believe that I needed to get a real job. And if I would have had the content that I now create, I think I would have been able to more so leave or get started in this journey a lot faster than I did. So I create my content with the thought of I'm talking to myself a couple years back. And I know that I was not the only one. There are so many people out there that don't accept themselves, that feel like they have to follow a certain path because that's the way their parents tell them they have to go, or they think they have to make a lot of money or whatever it is. And you can truly create a life you love doing what you love. You have to, of course, put in the work, but you know, I think all of us need a little bit of motivation to get there. And I want my content to be motivational as well as informative to help you guys get to where you want to go. So yes, I knew from the very beginning that I was going to impact thousands of lives. And I really do believe in manifestation. And I would just envision myself standing on a stage talking to a huge room of people. And that's kind of what I'm doing here on my YouTube channel. You know, it's a little bit different, but I think that mission and that vision from the very beginning is what kept me going. So if you guys are passionate about this, if you really do believe that you can make a difference or that you can be successful on YouTube, you can freaking do it. You just have to stick with it, because I mean, it took me a year and a half to hit my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and now I'm at the point where my channel has 21,000 subscribers. It's just insane, but if you truly believe in yourself, you know, anything is possible. Do you think you'll ever go back to making video content about Pinterest and blogging again? And I've actually gotten a question kind of similar to this several times saying, are you going to stick with only YouTube tips? Like, what are you going to do when you run out of YouTube topics to talk about? And here's the thing. My brand isn't just talking about YouTube tips. Like, you know, there's so many YouTube channels that only talk about YouTube tips and they're gonna share all the updates, all the strategies, all the tips, tricks, whatever you need to know. Like, that is just not my brand. Yes, right now I'm focusing on how I can help you guys grow on YouTube, but there is so much more to building a successful brand here online, to building a successful YouTube channel. So even the video that's gonna come out after this one is talking about affiliate marketing on YouTube and how you can make money with affiliate marketing. And I just think that there's so much more that goes into it. So yes, right now I'm really focused on sharing my strategies and what I've done. Like, I love sharing my experience with you guys, so then you also get a real life example of how this actually works. Like, I don't know, I've been loving the content that I've been creating recently, but in the future I really do want to share more about how to build a successful brand, working with companies, managing your money, doing taxes. Like, I think there's so much more that actually goes into building a brand, and I want to share that kind of stuff with you guys. But obviously right now I'm focusing on YouTube tips because that's kind of the foundation, and then once you're a little bit more established on YouTube, then there's other things that go into it. So I do see my channel as something that's going to continue to grow and evolve with me. Will I share more Pinterest and blogging tips? Maybe. I'm not really sure. I do want to talk a little bit more about blogging in the future, but I think as my channel continues to grow and as I start to overcome these new hurdles, I want to share those experiences with you guys, because I truly think that that's like the underlying message within my brand, you know, sharing what I've been able to go through, what you guys can learn from it, and I just want to create like a step-by-step guide on how you can truly create something out of your brand. Another person said, long term, what do you want your channel to be about? And I kind of touched upon that, but the second part of this question is, how much do you want to share of your personal life? Most YouTubers share most everything, but your channel is different. It is more informative. But still, do you feel that sooner or later you will share more about yourself? And yes. Honestly, yes. I do want to bring you guys a little bit more behind the scenes, but I think only to a point. I have watched a couple of other YouTubers who have shared too much of their lives in the past, and then they've had to pull back because they didn't like that, you know, that they didn't have any privacy in their life. And I truly do value my privacy. I'm very much so an introvert. I'm a homebody, and there are some things within my life that I do want to keep private. And what I feel comfortable sharing, I'm obviously going to share online, but even I share more on my Instagram stories than I do here here on YouTube in terms of my personal life, because you guys just walk with me day to day what I am doing. I share that on my Instagram stories, but even then, like, I don't share much of Alex. I don't share much of my family. And next week, or actually while you guys are watching this video, my family's gonna be in town here, and I plan to make sure that all my YouTube videos were shot ahead of time. That way I didn't have to film with them around, because I really respect their privacy and their right to their own privacy. So far I haven't included Alex or my family in my YouTube videos, or even my friends, just because I respect their privacy, and until they tell me that they are okay with being in my videos or me putting them out there online, I'm not going to do that. You know, like, I am subjecting myself to the criticism of everyone online, but if someone else isn't comfortable with that, I'm not going to do it. So I do definitely respect my privacy in some sense, and there are some things about my life that you guys don't know, and I do that just because it's almost like a mental headspace type of thing. Like, if I expose everything to you guys, then I feel like, who have I become? Have I just become this online personality? You know, like, I want to make sure that my life is solid in its foundation in real life, and then you guys get my best self, which I share here on YouTube. And I really, really hope that that makes sense. But I think in the future, definitely I want to share more of my personal life. I would love to create more vlog style videos so you guys can see what I am doing every single day, how I'm building my brand and my business. But as of right now, I'm probably going to stick to these kinds of videos. And then as time goes on, maybe Alex will be incorporated within my videos, or maybe you'll get more fancy, who's right beside me right now. As creatives, we tend to be so sensitive about our craft. How do you overcome your anxiety about being judged and criticized on YouTube? And here's the thing, obviously, if I'm putting myself out there online, I am subjecting myself to love and to hate. And as of right now, my community, you guys are so loving. You guys are freaking sweet and amazing, even to each other. It's just been so amazing to see. So I do get a lot of love within my YouTube videos, but there are definitely some times where I get hate, and some of them are not appropriate hate, or some of them are, I wouldn't say not appropriate, but you can tell that it actually has nothing to do with me. Like, if someone is saying that I'm really fat and I need to get off my butt, that doesn't really have anything to do with me, honestly. That's the way I have to look at it, is hurt people, you know, like someone's hiding behind their computer and they're leaving a mean comment. But in terms of actual criticism, here's Fancy making a move. In terms of actual criticism, it all depends on the way someone words it. You know, I do put my heart and my soul into my YouTube videos, and I try to make them as great as possible. And then when someone doesn't like one particular thing, sometimes it hurts because I don't think they realize how much work I put into it. But I also can't take that wholeheartedly, because that's just their opinion, and everyone has a right to an opinion. And it all depends on how someone words it. If someone words their criticism in a really nasty way, I know not to take it to heart. But if someone words it really nicely and they're like, hey, maybe you could work on this, or maybe you could fix your color correction, or maybe fix your lighting or something, I take that into consideration and I try to make my videos better. But it really depends on how someone words it, because if someone is negative and nasty, it's a lot harder to take that criticism. So now, let's talk about the COPPA. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's COPPA. You guys know what has been going on with YouTube, and I've openly said to you guys that I am not planning on creating a YouTube video about it, and this is going to be the only time that I'm going to talk about it unless some other changes happen and I feel the need to bring it up again. But you guys obviously know that there are some big changes happening within YouTube right now, and the main reason why I do not want to create a YouTube video on it is because I feel like it doesn't actually relate to my mission, and I want to share my experience with you guys, my strategies with you guys, and things that are actually going to help you grow. And I am not one of those YouTubers that's going to share all the new updates with YouTube. Here's an algorithm change. Like, that's just not going to be my channel ever. And that's the main reason why I haven't talked about COPPA, as well as, or COPPA, I really wish I knew how to pronounce it, as well as I just feel like I am not the most educated person on this subject. There are so many other amazing creators out there on YouTube that are talking about it, that are well educated. And I even watched this one YouTube video today just to make sure that I really knew what I was talking about for you guys, and I'm going to include it in the description bar down below. But I think the YouTuber's name was Ian, and he's a lawyer for social media people, but his video was absolutely amazing in terms of this topic. So if you guys want to learn more, please go watch that video. But I think a lot of people are freaking out because YouTube said that they can take down your channel, or they can demonetize your channel, and if you aren't abiding with the new changes, they can completely remove you from YouTube, and that's absolutely terrifying. But here's the thing, this isn't actually going to affect a ton of YouTube creators. Like, honestly, my channel, none of my videos are directed towards children. There is no children content within my videos. Like, this this is obviously directed to an older age group on YouTube compared to if you have a family vlog or something and you have kids within your YouTube videos, those channels should be a little bit concerned and you need to do your research. But here's the big thing. You now have to specify whether your videos are made for children and if they're not made for children. And if you say your videos aren't made for children and then YouTube or whoever watches your videos and they realize that your video could be made for children and it's more so targeting a younger audience, you could end up getting screwed and you could get a really serious fine. You could get demonetized on YouTube. You could get your channel taken down. So if you're kind of in that range where you're not sure if your videos are made for children or not, please do your research to make sure you're labeling your channel appropriately. But if you are creating videos that are not directed towards children and there's no children related content in your videos and it couldn't even be like misunderstood if it was directed towards children, like I feel like you guys watching my videos, you know, there's no way that someone's actually going to think that my videos are directed towards children. So if you are in that space, you're fine. Just make sure you set your settings. But if you are in a space where there's a possibility that you're creating made for children content and you don't know it, please do your research, set your settings appropriately, and watch that video because it is so freaking informative. Now, I have been talking for a half hour. I don't know how long I'm going to end up cropping this video down, but I still want to do a speed round because you guys asked me so many other questions. So, has this become your only job? Yes, I have been working for myself for 2 years at this point. For small YouTubers, how many times do you think we should upload a week? I would say upload 2 times a week, pick 2 certain days and upload 2 times a week. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I am engaged. So I have a fiance. We are getting married in May. I'm thinking about buying an iMac to start my YouTube channel. What are your recommendations? If you are looking to get a Mac, I would more so get a MacBook laptop. That way you can carry it with you. I made the mistake of getting a desktop and now I don't have a laptop to carry around with me, so I can only edit my YouTube videos here at home, which really stinks when I am traveling. So definitely get a Mac. I recommend it. I use iMovie, but I would get a MacBook laptop. What do you watch on YouTube? What's your favorite YouTube channel? I watch a lot of vlog and lifestyle channels. My favorite channel right now is definitely Alicia Marie, as well as Sarah's Day. I am obsessed with Sarah's Day. How does it feel to have 20,000 plus subscribers? Absolutely amazing. I am so incredibly grateful for all of you. What is better for a channel to grow? Your videos appearing in search or as suggested videos? You're going to see more dramatic growth if you are getting suggested on YouTube, but as a small YouTuber, you can't just shoot to get suggested by YouTube. You should appear in YouTube search because that's where you're actually going to get views to start out. So as a small YouTuber, work on search and then go for suggested because that's where you're gonna see the dramatic growth that I have seen within my YouTube channel here recently. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Honestly, anything chocolate, but I have to have soy-free ice cream, so it's really hard to find chocolate soy-free ice cream. But Trader Joe's has one that's like freaking amazing. Do you save or keep all your unedited content after posting your videos? No, I do not save the raw files, but I do save all of the videos that I upload to YouTube on an external hard drive. Otherwise, it's just too much space and I don't really need all the unedited footage. How important is captioning your videos? It is pretty important, but I'm not going to lie, doing closed captioning on your videos, it takes a lot of time, so I personally don't do it. I would love to hire someone to do it, but it is important to YouTube. They do take it into consideration. I have different platforms I would like to focus on. Do you suggest focusing on one thing or going all in with different platforms at once? What I would recommend is start with one platform, master it, feel comfortable with all the content you are going to create for that platform, then add a new platform. I've gotten a couple of people asking me if they should start a YouTube channel and a blog at the same time. I would start a YouTube channel first or start a blog first. Make sure you are good with all the content you have to create consistently every single week and then add on a new platform once you feel like you've mastered it. And then the last one is, what is the best comment you have ever received here on YouTube? I receive so many amazing comments from you guys, and honestly, I can't pinpoint one best comment I have ever received, but the comments that stick with me the most are the ones that say, you guys were thinking about quitting your YouTube channel, you were thinking about giving up, and I gave you hope to keep going. Those comments melt my heart every single time, and that's what lets me know that I am on the right track within my mission, and I am fulfilling my purpose here on YouTube, and that just is absolutely amazing to me. So if you are one of those people that decided to keep going after finding my YouTube channel and I gave you a little bit of hope or inspiration, thank you. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, for leaving those comments, letting me know. I mean, you guys are why I do what I do, and I can't thank you guys enough for supporting my channel. So that is it with this Q&A. I have been filming for way too long. Hopefully I can get this down to around 20 minutes or so, but we'll see. I know I rambled there, so I really just hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed this Q&A. I'm thinking about incorporating a few more of these within my YouTube channel, especially because like Vlogmas is coming up. I'm not planning on obviously doing Vlogmas, but maybe every week I could do a bonus video or something. I'm not really sure, and I think my Q&As in the future are more so going to be bonus videos. They're not going to be my normal upload schedule, I think I'm just randomly gonna do a Q&A for you guys so I can answer your questions. But if you guys like this video, if you enjoyed this Q&A, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you are feeling generous, please thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel. It really does help to support me, and I'll see you guys back here in another 3 days for a video talking about affiliate marketing and how you can make money that way even if you're not monetized on YouTube. So that's gonna be a good video. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that. But otherwise, Fancy and I, she is down here, I promise. I keep saying she's down here. We're out of here. Bye guys.